Hey, folks, it's Dave here. And I had a package arrive today that I was not expecting. And what I thought I would do is share with you what came in the mail today. So let's see if we can swap this up here. And so here's the tabletop. Get that squared away a little bit. There we go. Kind of something like that. And so this package arrived and it came with a nice note. I'm not going to read the note because it was a private note. And So that's between me and the person that wrote it. And this is what came in the mail today. Fury football. Yes, this came in from Play. Keith sent this to me with a nice note and basically said it was nice meeting you in Canton at the Hall of Fame. And he was glad that we got to play some Fury football. He's glad I liked it. And he sent me a copy. And I'm blown away. I am. This is awesome. I mean, the wife's like, got a package here. I'm like, I'm not expecting anything. I wasn't expecting anything today. And this comes in. I was like, wow, this is really cool. So this was the alt sports game. They call it alt sports games, and this was really fun. I if I remember how to play it right, is there's two teams, so you can play head to head, and you can play. So there's a solo mode here, and so what you do, and I'm going to open this in 1 second, is you got you got your board here. So you lay out your cards for all your players, and then looks like there's four. Is that four plays? I think it is. Yeah. So you got a um bunch of players here, and then you pick your play. And I forget if it was three plays or four plays. You pick one of three or four plays, and then the defense counters, and then that tells you where to look to see the result of the play. And then you move along the board, and you see if you can get what would be a touchdown. And then you go for the conversion, and it can be anywhere between 1 or 2 points all the way up to 10 points. That's how many yards you got to get. And if you get the conversion, you keep on going. And that's kind of how the game's played. It's really a very different kind of spin on football. I really enjoyed it. Um, and so now I was gonna get this on coming up either on Black Friday or before or whatever. I haven't had the chance since I've been back from Canton. It's just been a whirlwind, just getting back here, taking care of the dog, and back in busy season the whole bit. But yeah, so here it is. So it's going to be Fury Football, the alt sports strategy game, a new universe of sports action from Play. Experience the future of football. In a crumbling future where concrete and smog cover the country, football remains America's pastime. That's kind of cool, actually. And they got a little blurb here and then what's included in the game. So let's take a look and see what's included in the game. I did like the fact that there was a solo mode for it. That was important to me. And that's one thing that ST Patrick kept talking about. When people design games, it has to be a solo mode because so many people playing by themselves, not a lot of people, can find other people to play with locally. And so you really need to have a solo mode, and that's what really sells the game. All righty, so let's open this up carefully here. All righty. Carefully, watch me. I almost cut myself this morning opening up a fan. I got a new fan, and I was using this. And I was like, oh my God, almost ended up at the hospital. Don't want to do that, Dave. All righty, so here's that out of the way. And so here is the box here. So let's see what we got. Okay, so this slides out. Oh, I see. Okay, so we're going to put that off to the side. And let's see what's in the box now. Okay. All righty. So we have this, and we have this, and we have a whole bunch of dice. And we have a little placeholder here, right? Nothing else inside of there, right? Just double check it, right? Nothing. Okay, nothing inside of there. So that's going to be our box. We'll put this off to the side while we look at all the goodies in here. So we'll just set that over like that. All righty. So we have some dice. So we have 3 6-sides, 2 orange pegs, a yellow peg, and a yellow 20-sided die. Okay. And again, I'm trying to remember exactly how to play that game. It'll all come back to me once I read the directions. I know it wasn't that difficult. I do remember that. All right. So this is these are the defense cards. So if you were playing the head to head, this is what you would use. And yes, Bob, I'm the same way. I only play solo once in a while. When I played Keith in Fury football here, that was one of the rare times I played against anybody. And even was going to say when I played the Fast Drive football tournament, that was very rare. All right, so I get Fury, pass, run, and react. Yeah, so these are the four defenses you can call. So when someone's calling a play, then you play your defensive card, and then you figure it out is what you do here. All right, so these are the four cards here. So Fury, pass, run, and react. So when you're playing head-to-head, I believe that's what you would use playing head-to-head. Okay. Then you get your board here. This is the main game board. I imagine the instructions are here. David Harris, is the box smaller than other play games? Yes. Yes. I don't have any play games handy to show you. I had second season over here, and I put it back in the closet over there last night. But yeah, this is a smaller. Again, this is definitely, see, that's my hands about the size of it here, so it's a little smaller here. So you got Football Fury here. I believe that is the field. And again, so what you would do is you would put the peg here, and you would move down the field and try to score the touchdown. And then you would go for your conversion anywhere. You can go for the conversion anywhere. As long as you get it, you convert. If not, that's where the other team takes over. You can see that we got our symbol key here. So on that 1 to 6 roll, you get different symbols: triangle, circle, and square. And that is different things as well. You get your 20-sided die results if you need to roll that. You get your auto defense and your auto offense. Oh, okay. So you would roll the dice here, and you would figure out, what defense was called and what offense was called. Okay. So that looks pretty cool. And you got a white and a red. Oh, that depends where you are on the field, right? Okay. So if you're in the white, it's this. And if you're in the red, it's that. I get it. Okay. Then you would lay out your cards on here. So each team has offensive cards, right? And then I believe each team has defensive cards. So it's kind of how this sets up. So it's, see how that's 1 to 6, and then 7 to 12. So 1 to 6, and then 7 to 12. So if you were checking up, I think that's with the player that you check, if I remember that. So when you roll so that's a 1 to 12. Oh, I think yeah, okay. So here's what happens here. Okay, it's all coming back to me now. So on the 20-sided die, this is 1 to 12. And then over here is your 13 to 20. So depending what the die roll is what you would check. So you're either checking a player or you're checking over here is kind of how that works. So you get your offense and your defense for each team. Then you have your field, right? You got your field. So there's all that right there. I have some players, and they're so I have the Houston Hombres. Oh, this is kind of neat. Okay, so these are the players you get, and they're all kind of perforated here. So that's the Houston Hombres. So you would, take the player and you would put them right here. And I think you get extra players too in case there's an injury or something like that, and players have to come onto the game. So you got the Hombres here. Then I got the Los Angeles Lunatics. So I don't know if I can call them the Ticks or not, but the Los Angeles Lunatics. So I got two teams here. Then I have the New York Nukes. Nice orange. So this probably be my favorite team. Although the Houston Hombres are a little bit of orange too over here, right? And then I have the Detroit Rippers. All right, and they got some pretty cool names here. Vega Espada, Razor Diggs, Holland Hurt. That's kind of neat. Some neat things. Oh, then you have some strategy cards on here too, and I think that's kind of the advanced mode thing like that. So you get the 4 teams, you get the 4 defensive cards, 2 offense, 2 defense layouts, and then the field. And then I have the instructions here, and only a couple pages of instructions, so it's not a very difficult game from what I remember when I played. So that is that. So what do you think? Fury Football is in the house. Thank you so much to Keith over at Play Games for sending this to me. And so I'm going to have to check this out. So I'm going to have to peel off my players here and find little envelopes to keep them in. And I do like the solo mode. I'm dying to play this again. So I'm going to have to read the instructions here and try to refresh myself on how to play the game. Because me and him played head to head, but he was showing me the solo mode. I was like, oh, this is kind of fun. I can play solo. And the games play 15, 20 minutes, so you can bang this out. I can set up a little schedule, play the games, play playoffs if I want to. So this should be really fun. So Fury Football in the house. Special unboxing today. Out of the blue, this showed up at the house. This is pretty incredible. Thank you so much to Play Games, and we're going to definitely see this on the channel. All righty. So I'm Dave. I got to meet up with Ron in about a half hour. We're recording tonight, and we're going to be reading your responses to some of the questions we put out there again this week. So I need to go and get with him so we can record the show, and we'll talk to you all later. Again, thanks for tuning in, and this was a special unboxing. It was actually very nice of them to send me that game so we can check this out and put it on the channel. We'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye.